Well, go on, traders. Yeah, the traders here again, man. All right, so diving into Mullen, as usual, giving you guys this early morning tip as to where I think the stock will go for the day. So far we can't complain about the movements that we saw yesterday. We got not a great movement, but at least we didn't see a pullback. So if you take a look at the stock here, the charts here, see that it's following the support line that I drew, this yellow line. It's basically following that support line. And we did see a little push up from the day before. And what it's doing here now, it's following the moving average, which I was hoping it will do. The moving average cross this was the 9 moving average, simple moving average, which is the yellow line, cross over the 20 moving average. So this is what you could call the slower moving average versus the faster moving average. So not to get into too technical terms, but usually it follows the yellow line. The stocks follow the yellow line. So it has crossed over the blue line, which is a bullish indicator. And it's looking like it's going to be holding this yellow line. Chances are if it pull back or drops, it will go back down to the blue, but then pop back up to the yellow line. But we also can see a little another little line of resistance. So if you look at what happened before, we had this diagonal line here that the stock had followed. So if I draw the line at the top here, so if you remember here, it was following this diagonal line that the stock had followed, and it tested it, retested it twice, and then a third time it popped through. So I think it's the same situation that we're gonna see with what's going on here. So if you take a look, we will see that it's gonna need to go through that diagonal line there. Okay, because as you know, I'm all about charts and trend, that type of thing. So market open, let's see if it will test this diagonal line, this mini diagonal line. May come back down, but once it goes through this line, I'm gonna leave it as a matter of fact. I'm gonna watch and see what happens. Once it gets through this diagonal line here, we should see the stock moving back on top of the going through the resistance and going on top of the on the new support at 32 cents. In terms of the RSI is still in a, well, it's basically flat in terms of oversold or overbought. It's basically in the middle here. So no major strength on the RSI here. Well, let's take a look and see what's going on with Yahoo Finance. So as I mentioned, the stock didn't do too bad yesterday. Didn't fall. We gave us 2% yesterday. Pre-market, nothing to speak about. Basically flat pre-market. In terms of market cap, slight increase. We're at around 500 million. Now it's 511 million. Average volume. So the volume that came in was 180 compared to average of 221. So a little bit lower than the average volume. So I know the stock market done pretty well yesterday overall. So chances are investors' interest may have been on other stocks. In terms of maybe everyone is thinking, hey, stocks are now low, time to get in. But we know Mullen will do its thing in time. So if you look at the S&P was up over 1%, the Dow was almost 1% up. If you look at the comps, Lucid made a nice little move yesterday, 12%. Neo almost 9%. I did a separate video on Neo yesterday because I saw where it broke the $12 resistance, and it was not just the $12 resistance, it was like a major downward trend line that it finally broke. So it needs to actually maintain this $12 and try not to drop below it or go above 12. Just stay above the $12, and if it get to 13, that would be even better. Then you would see an upward trend with Neo. Arrival, the stock is, it goes up, comes down on a daily basis, so I don't know what's going on with it. And then Xpeng also gave some green, almost 8% there. So let's take a look and see what's going on with the options. So options are looking pretty good. More volume is coming in terms of the options. We're at 96,000 now. Puts is basically non-existent. So volume is actually coming in terms of the call options. Let's take a look and see what's going on for the week. For this week, Friday, I think we have ticked up a bit. We're at the low 40s yesterday, so we're at now 46,000. So the open interest is ticking up for this Friday, which is good. For next week, almost 30,000, which is not bad. And for the following week, 7,000. So overall, I think the stock is doing pretty well. So as per usual, if you like this type of content, just to give you a heads up in terms of what I think will happen with the stock during the day, don't forget to subscribe. And as usual, looking forward to that little thumbs up. Makes me, feel like I need to continue doing these type of videos so early in the morning, guys. All right, so until the next time, take care, and have a good one.